everyone. It's time to start a new Camino.
I arrived late last night and was treated to a great dinner, but this Casa Rural also has a kitchen and sitting area.
I slept very, very comfortably in the room last night.
Happy breakfast!
With my toast, I have this great cake called Roscon de Reyes.
My name is Jorge y I live in La Cañada, Almería. Sí, soy hospitalero voluntario y me gusta señalizar el camino. Me gusta marcarlo, flechas amarillas, with yellow harrow. Last year, near 900 pilgrims. More than half foreigners. In springtime is a good time. In summertime is not good, and autumn also. In winter is okay for the Almería region because it's not too cold, but Granada is more cold. Albergues are always open.
Okay.
Un desnivel mínimo, desde 0 de altitud a 125 metros de altitud.
Hola, Pero. First Camino puppers. I highly recommend staying here for your first night before starting the Camino.
Even the car is decked out in true Camino style. Thank you very much for such a warm welcome before starting this Camino.
Okay.
Here's the Molino. The name of this place is Finca el Molino. Thank you for all your work. Biggest concentration of plastic houses in the world. Going to do some tourism. Stopped at the ticket office and very happy to report that the entrance is free and I have an English pamphlet. And here's the kitty welcome party. These tiered irrigation ponds were created in the 1940s. At that time, people had a romantic image of Islamic remains and monuments, and everything was about emulating the Alhambra in Granada and General Life Gardens. A view of Almeria. It's very peaceful in the garden area once you get away from the big tour groups. There's a restaurant here, but it's closed. And, ooh, wow, wow, wow. There's signage about the cats. It says here, meow. Remember, don't feed us and don't play with us.
I need to hurry and enjoy the space before the hordes of tourists descend upon it.
Fishies. Up the North Tower wall and have a view of the courtyard down below here. This is the mountain range of Gador. Over here is the mountain range of Hamila. This is the hill of San Cristobal, and over here, a little hard to see, I'll zoom it in. This is the monument of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. I could spend a lot of time here, but I do have a Camino section to walk.
You guys know I love Game of Thrones. Well, this fortress definitely reminds me of Dorne.
From the South Tower, looks like there's a lot of shipping going on in the port. The tourists are invading. These lights are freaky. I'm disappointed that the information does not have English subtitles. There's a map. I can see their trade routes here. And these rooms are very bare. Not much to see. I don't know what this word means. Now I understand. It's their water system. The cat scared the heck out of me. Clever engineering.
It's a super nice touch to have these blue lights emulating water within the cistern area. And there is a little seating area and hall.
Arab houses. They're located in a space which is understood to have been residential use and for services connected with the palace. These were reconstructed in 1970 on remaining structures. Pottery and other artifacts. It's like my bed at home. I'm not kidding. I do sleep on the floor. In the 1940s and 50s, archaeologists came and dug up this area pretty much looking for treasures for the museum. They planted vegetation over it, buried remains, and it was a big mess.
It's kind of reminiscent of the Cavalier archaeology that Vash from Star Trek The Next Generation and Indiana Jones participated in.
The site has been occupied for thousands of years, and each time a ruler takes over, they like to put their own mark on things, and they start building higher and higher because they want to be at the top for their seat of power. Now within the walls of the main palace. So sunny here. What a change from Galicia. It is forbidden to touch the cannons and the door. That's a shame. If it was allowed, I might have taken a seat on this guy.
Ooh, it's echoey in here. Woo! Altria!
I came in here and I'm like, ooh, I want to see this view. And then I'm like, nope, not allowed.
Alcazaba dance, Alcazaba dance. I am doing an Alcazaba dance. Do, 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 yeah, do, 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 yeah.
I feel like there's so much more to see here, but it looks like a lot of areas are closed for restoration. Like this entire ramp is blocked off. I love the water.
The church bells were just ringing 12 o'clock noon, so I really need to get going.
There's a sign about filming locations in the city. So this movie, you've made me go out of my mind. And then some of the other films in the city include Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This cathedral looks more like a fortress than a place of worship. It was built fortified to ward off attacks from invaders as well as pirates. What a face. The entrance fee includes an audio guide, but I'm low on time, so I decided to forego it. This is a beautiful place in the rich, dark wood of the choir. And this is why I need a new cell phone. I can't get everything I want into one shot. Inside the sacristy. Treasure.
I admire the architecture and columns here in the cloister, but I'm not really a fan because this fountain is just plain piddly for the space.
Very bare, no green plants, and then one blooping fountain. Bloop, bloop, bloop. This is the ticket entrance. Ticket taker let me store my bag in the back so I didn't have to carry it around the cathedral. And I did get an English pamphlet. There's no stamp here, but he suggested I cut out, where is this? Boy, oh boy. Here we go. He suggested I cut out the symbol and tape it into my credential. 1 o'clock, back in the Cathedral Plaza. This is the spot where I had my little ceremony with Jorge to receive the Mozarabe kerchief and the official start of the Camino.
And the cathedral's giving me a send-off.
Info sign about the Camino. And the first sign is at the top of the plaza.
Official signage.
The Camino is very well marked as I move through the city. And this is the Santiago Church, just a few minutes away from the cathedral. Service going on inside the church, so I'm not going to enter. Right behind the Santiago Church is the entrance to the air raid shelter tunnels. It's supposed to be a really neat tour. Unfortunately, it's only offered in Spanish, and you have to book it in advance, and it takes an hour. So I won't be doing that today. Maybe next time I come through Almeria. Plaza de San Sebastian. Pick up your poop or get fined 500 euros. Don't need GPS. There's nice signage all through the city. It's my old friend Dia supermarket thing. This is my not so scenic lunch spot. I just looked for the first shady thing with a backrest I could find. My feet are killing me, and I still have like 13 more kilometers. It's getting late, and I'm walking again. Walking way or bikey way. I like walking way. Some non-asphalt finally. Man, oh man, I can't believe how much my feet hurt today. All right, I'm at a roundabout, and what is this? They look like lollipops, but it's also a fountain / lollipop sculpture. The things you see on the Camino. Okay, I'm showing the roundabout again, because look, the lollipops are on one little side of the roundabout. View opened up, and I've left Almeria. I'm now in Rioja. These guys bring back a lot of Malaga Camino memories.
I just stopped at a bank machine. I waited to go to a bank machine outside of Almeria because I find the ones that are kind of in the middle of nowhere have lower fees. And I've been pretty much walking straight along the highway. It's just kind of like a strip of shops and restaurants, and not so nice.
Well, there is something nice. The wall of mountains in front of me. I'll just keep looking at that.
Fancy.
Holy jeez, I recognize this place. This is where the train from Madrid terminates. It doesn't go all the way into Almeria. And I was picked up at like 10 at night. Okay, this is really meta. So we have Virgin and Child, and the child is holding some stuff. And I'm not sure what this is representing, but it's an image of Virgin and Child. Virgin and Child, Virgin and Child. And it's here on the side of this church. Well, 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 we have an orange tree on the side of the road with one handy orange for the picking.
All right. Ugh, bit too sour. Ooh.
Okay, I think I can find a pea spot out here.
Maps.me has this marked as a river. There's no water here. I'm walking in the middle of the river. I'm a little bit disappointed because when I saw the river, I thought I'd be crossing on a bridge. No bridges here. Definitely not.
Peep's been dumping a lot of rubbish here. Not so nice. Oh boy. Hello, creepy little baby. Hello.
I thought about packing out that baby as garbage, but I have an irrational fear that it might be possessed, and I don't want to be haunted. That's the last thing I need right now. So I just kind of left it on the ground. I seen Chucky. I seen Annabelle. I'm not touching the doll.
There was a sign that said, "This house is for sale." Looks like a real fixer-upper. Ooh, town square. Merry Christmas tree still up. They got a fancy video screen. Wow. Special Camino tile. Sign for Tana Torino. That's where they filmed the Dothraki march scene across the endless sea. Oh, another special Camino tile. Halloween is over. I couldn't stop for a beer in town because I have to be mindful of the sunshine. I wonder if this is a memorial for someone who was in an accident, because it's right beside the road. Whoa, so many birds. Sierra Almeria, that way.
Okay, so the two men on that motorcycle, there's an older man, and it's Saturday, and he's stinking drunk, just stinking drunk, swerving all over, almost fell over, and the grandson keeps trying to drive, and the old man, he won't let him. And it's a very dangerous situation. I was worried for my safety that when I was walking past, they were gonna hit me.
The landscape is getting much, much prettier. Doing some off-roading on a trail, even if it is for 20 seconds. I am heading back into the river. I'm walking straight through the river flow. Dirt bike.
I think those guys are in a race because they had numbers on their dirt bike. I hope they're at the tail end, because when they went by, a lot of dust was kicked up and it was like in my mouth.
I don't like walking on this soft sand. It's like being on the beach. There is a bull on the hill. I've seen this a few times in Spain. I don't know what the meaning is, but I like it. I'm kinda getting real tired. Well, I got lagged. Only slept 4 hours last night. Don't believe it. Little bit of water flow, and it's super stinky. Maybe I should be walking over there instead of through this. Okay, this was dumb. I'm in the brambles. Ah! Oy, don't be on this side of the river. Looks like I have one more terrible brambly section and then I'm in the clear. Oh crap, I cannot go through. Well, maybe. No, I can't. I'm gonna have to go back around. Ugh, what a pain, what a pain. Out of the river. Rioja, my stop for the night. Well, this is especially clearly marked. Thank you very much. Almeria Camino Association, Albergue Municipal de Pellegrinos. Soccer players. And I'm at the, oh no, that's his pool. This must be it, albergue. Welcome to the albergue. First room is a very nice sitting area and table. So you can do your stamping of the credential here. Quite a few pamphlets, as well as a great library. Lots of books, lots in English. And when you come through here, this is the little kitchen zone. There is a microwave and a small fridge. Well, I missed that shot when I went under the bridge. Let's go into the bedrooms. So we have bedroom numero uno and bedroom numero dos. One bathroom. It's just me here, so that'll be just fine.
The first thing I'm doing is signing in and stamping my credential because I have forgotten before. So now it's going to be my #1 priority when I get to albergues. And I looked at the sign-in book. There hasn't been anyone here for the last week. Plus, Jorge told me that there's only 5 pilgrims on the Camino and they're way super far ahead. So I expect to be on my own for the next 2 weeks. No pilgrim companionship. Unless some people start somewhere else or they double stage and they catch up to me. But that's okay.
I taped in part of that cathedral pamphlet and it actually works pretty well.
They have a reminder sign that a donation is necessary. It's not free to stay here, it's by donation. And unfortunately, I only have huge bills from the bank machine. So it's gonna be a light donation in this albergue and I'll give a little extra at the next one to make up for it. I've made up my bed and I am just way too tired to go out and eat. I'm not even hungry. I have some granola bars and some little snacky poos. Gonna munch on that, take a hot shower, and get hopefully solid 8 hours at least sleep because I need it.
Alcazaba dance, Alcazaba dance. I am doing an Alcazaba dance, Alcazaba dance, Alcazaba dance. Da-da-da.